Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that according to Deutsche Bank, Bitcoin is now too important to ignore. So therefore, they will start Bitcoin regulation by end of this year, 2021. Let's talk about this. The second news I would like to talk about is that according to research by a bank, 93 million US dollar is necessary to move Bitcoin price by 1% right now. And the third news I wish to talk about is that the Bitcoin rich list is shrinking. That means that those addresses which holding over 1,000 Bitcoin, those addresses are shrinking now. So all this in today's video. And don't forget to educate yourself, because this is the most important thing to do in anything, by the way. So not just like about crypto, whatever you do, learn. And to keep yourself up to date, this is the second most important thing. And yes, Blockchain Bloom, it's all about that. So if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit subscribe, bell button and all, then you're going to receive daily videos about the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. It's totally free, you get it, and then you keep yourself up to date. I think it's very important. If you are a newbie and you would like to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, I have a free course for you. The link is under this video. You can check it out, just learn from it. And other course and also some important links which you can save money if you register, for instance, to Binance, or you ordering crypto.com card. So all these things which could be beneficial for you. So check the links out and the content under this video. And now let's move on to the market. How will Bitcoin looks like? Because right now we can see Bitcoin 0.5% up, 58,744 US dollar. Ethereum almost at the same price in the last 24 hours. As we can see, 1,819 US dollar. When we're looking at the winners, right now Harmony is the leading one with 42% in the top 100. We have Pondiacs in the 41%, Airwave 33%, and we can see some nice gains. Old coins doing pretty well. When we're looking at the losers, Cardano is the one which is going down, because remember, it went up very nicely, and usually the price is pushed up by the news, which was Cardano is listed on Coinbase Pro. So that's the one which pushed up the price, and after people want profit and then it's dropping. So usually when something happens, the price will go down. When the news are out, so when you're waiting for that to happening, that's the one which is pushing up the price. Then we have Xerox minus 6%, and Basic Attention Token also minus 6%, but even decentralized Basic Attention Token went up very nicely in the last 2 days. So, well, this is also kind of normal. And now let's move on to the first news, which is all about that Deutsche Bank thinks that Bitcoin has reached a level when it's too important already and cannot be ignored. If you think about Bitcoin's history, it started back in 2009, and for many years, people, banks, investors, authorities were saying Bitcoin is a scam. It will, go away. And, in the 2017 bull market, it was all about the retail investors, basically, and nothing about the big guys. And of course, nothing about banks. Back then, banks were saying that Bitcoin is a scam. And a huge change happened back in 2020. So last year, and this is continuing right now, that actually big investors, institutional investors, banks, authorities, they start to take Bitcoin serious. And this is a game changer, I'm telling you, because this is what we have to reach. When, all these guys are saying that, look, Bitcoin, it's too important to ignore, then even more people will invest in it, because eventually, if the guys who are, bringing the rules, moving the money all around the world, are in the game, this is something when you start to trust Bitcoin more, even if you were a bit more skeptical until this point. So, according to this news, Bitcoin is now too important to ignore, Deutsche Bank saying. Global banking giant Deutsche Bank experts governments to start regulating Bitcoin by the end of 2021. They had this report, 18-page study. Deutsche Bank research described the basic characteristic of Bitcoin and analyzes the key drivers of its historical price growth to $1 trillion asset, because you shouldn't forget about it, that actually it moved up and now it's an asset class which reached 1 trillion. So this is great. Deutsche Bank analysts suggested that Bitcoin price could continue to rise, so they do agree that it's going up further as long as asset manager and companies continue to enter the market. And this is what we're seeing now. More and more companies, more and more participants going into Bitcoin. The firm emphasized that central bank and governments now understand that the Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are here to stay. And this is a key thing. Hear these things from these guys. It's weird. They were the ones where they're saying, it's like, oh, man, it's a scam. It will go away. Just don't think about it. And now they investing and they saying it, that Bitcoin and other cryptos are here to stay, and thus are expected to start regulating them by late 2021. So, of course, if we would like to fit it in our present financial system, we have to come up, and not we, but like they have to come up with some regulations. Otherwise, it won't work for them. So I think this is major news when, these giants, banks, start to think about Bitcoin this way. And this will just, even bring more people into the game. Okay, let's talk about the second news. And it's all about that actually, according to research, 93 million US dollar, it's enough to move Bitcoin price by 1%. We can see Bitcoin is volatile, going up, going down, 2%, 3%, 1%, 10%, whatever, you name it. And now here is a research and by the Bank of America claims that the cost just 93 million to move Bitcoin price by 1%. The now infamous Bank of America research note slamming Bitcoin also contains research suggesting that it takes just 93 million worth of inflow to move Bitcoin's price by 1%. The analysis found that it would take at least 2 million worth of inflow to move the price of gold. So what a difference. So when we're talking about investments, nice returns, 93 into Bitcoin goes at 1%. You have to put in 2 billion worth in gold to do a single percentile, while more than 2.25 billion would need it to exert the same price impact on a 20-year plus treasury bond. Think about it. Nowadays, when Bitcoin is hot and people like, FOMO in and then they're buying it, we need actually much less go into Bitcoin to make it move upward than if you compare to gold and actually to treasury bonds. And this is actually very interesting. Looking at the detailed blockchain record, we found that the largest addresses have not been selling in aggregate since the pandemic began, they stated. I'm going to talk about big addresses as well soon. Glassnode, which estimate that 78% of Bitcoin supply was illiquid as of December 2020, leaving just 20% of circulating supply available for trade on exchanges. So we can see now that actually quite a small percentage of the one which are out there are in circulation. And here you can see a chart and so on and so forth. But this is actually the interesting thing. I think this is an interesting study. Right now, this is the present situation. So, of course, this amount can change as Bitcoin price rise or actually decrease. But now, compare it to other asset classes like the gold and treasury bond, you can see the huge difference that much smaller inflow into Bitcoin can move it already like 1%. And into compared to 2 billion or 2.25 billion, yeah, big difference. Okay, and the third news I would like to talk about is that the rich list in Bitcoin is kind of shrinking. So the addresses which hold over 1,000 Bitcoin. Now, we could read about that, those addresses which holding 1,000 Bitcoin or even more are shrinking recently. They went up quite nicely, a couple of months ago, but there was a significant drop in it. And here is this article, which is saying that sometimes referred to as Bitcoin's rich list, the number of unique addresses holding more than 1,000 Bitcoin has shrunk by over 8% since 8th of February. So basically in the last month time, according to the data provided by Glassnode. Let's check out this data here. Ta-da! Here we go. So look, here you can see, as this is, we can see here March. Let's go back to March when it was the significant price drop back then. And you can see the gray one is as the Bitcoin price is behaving and going up. And this orange one is the number of the addresses with the balance over 1K. And look, it was going up, 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 up. Here now in end of December, obviously when Bitcoin's price started to go up like crazy, they were like holding. And I think they reached a point when they said like, okay guys, now we're so much in the profit, we have to get rid of some Bitcoin to make some profit. Think about it. They had over 1,000. So basically if they move down and now they own, for instance, 900 Bitcoin or even bit more, it's a ton of money, and they made a huge profit because they were probably holding it for a long time. So they were way much in profit. So they said, yeah, okay, why not? So this is what we can see here. Whale leaders have been selling. Market analyst Laura Davis tweeted, for instance, that this is not it doesn't mean that the bull run is over. It just means that the profit taking is happening. So probably no dark clouds or something like that. The point is, yes, some people taking profit. Is that healthy? Of course, take profit. Everybody would take profit. That's why they're doing the whole thing. On Wednesday, 2,275 addresses held at least 1,000 Bitcoin, down more than 200 from the 8th of February recorded 2,488. So you're talking about, bit more than 2,000 addresses have more than 1,000. So not a lot. Well, this is quite a lot from one way, but as we look in other direction, is not that much. And the rich list grew during the May 2020, February 2020 period, as well as vigorously accumulated the cryptocurrency. This is what I showed you here, but here you can see it on my one on a much bigger picture. So yes, and this is went up, and now they're making some profit. These guys, yeah, okay, fair enough. I can't blame them, guys. That's it for today. Don't forget, I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news every weekday. To get it, how to get it? You must resubscribe to this YouTube channel, subscribe, bell button and all, because otherwise you're going to get the notification when the new video is out, and it's important to stay up to date. And I'm putting these videos on YouTube every weekday. If you liked the content, smash the like button. I highly appreciate it. And also with this, it gets to more people, and this is very important. It's free content. Let more people learn about it. So thanks for the likes, guys. And tomorrow is weekend, so Monday. So Monday, I'm coming back with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. I wish you a great weekend. Have a good one. Bye-bye.